Hello and welcome back to Tekkit. This is in fact part 18. I think I said the last one was part 18, but that was actually a mix-up. I looked at the episode numbers wrongly, so I do apologise for that, because that probably caused a bit of confusion and stuff. Anyway, before we do begin, I do have a few bits to quickly say, which I forgot to add in with the previous update video that I made on BF3. Whilst I do this, I'm just going to use my stone shovel because we need a bit more sand and stuff. But basically, on the last video, the last update video, in fact, there could be different videos going up at different times. But the last video basically said we set up like a mumble server, and we've had a bit of changes to the bucket server and other stuff. But basically, I forgot to add that I am going to be updating the PFG site relatively soon. Now, many of you probably haven't seen this yet because I haven't really done that much to promote it as of yet, but basically purplefoxgaming.eu is at the moment a pretty small forum running PHPBB, which is like a free forum software, which isn't too amazing or any good really, but I'm going to plan on changing this pretty shortly, as soon as I decide what we're going to do. So the problem I'm facing here is there are some pretty nice forum packages out there, such as vBulletin and IP board, both of which are very good. I think IP board's slightly cheaper, but in both cases are not really that cheap. They're about I think IP board's about £100 and vBulletin's about 200-ish, 170-ish. So yeah, they are pretty pricey. So my dilemma here is that I'm not really sure what we should do, because in terms of a new forum software, I think both of them come with a CMS system, i.e. I can set up, like, the whole site will run off that. It's not just forum software, which of course would be very good and everything, but unless we can have guaranteed traffic to the site, i.e. we're going to get a few users, like a lot of users on there, and get a lot of use out of it. But if not, there's not really much point in doing that. But we'll have to see how that goes, because I do like IP board. It is used everywhere, and it's very easy to use, and has lots of features that other forum softwares lack. So that's always a possibility, providing I can kind of see a point in investing in that, which I do see a point in investing in it, but it is the problem of, will I get enough use out of it? So it's always another case of, should I wait until, say, I'm at 1,000 subs or something? Because the problem with a website is that with YouTube, unless you have at least 1,000 subscribers, you're not really going to get anyone on your website, but apart from spammers most likely. So that's always a possibility, but the other possibility is that I may even set up my own website separately. I make it myself because I have learnt PHP and HTML and stuff, which is pretty useful to know actually, because I can make CMSs and stuff. The only other problem is that it does take a lot of time to go about doing that. In fact, it would take ages to make a fully working system. But my first plans is that we'll keep the forum for now. I'll just change the directory and have a link to it through the normal website. But I think what I'm going to start with is have a pretty basic site template, which I'll make, and have various different banners and stuff with server information, server stats and stuff. That would be pretty easy to set up. It won't take too long. But of course, if we do plan on having a fully blown CMS and proper forums, we will have to go different routes to go about doing that. But I'm looking forward to making a good website, so I hope that through a good website we will get more interest in it. Because at the moment the forums are pretty basic and there's nothing particularly special about them. Let's just see if this glass is done. I think we've got enough here actually. My plan is just to finish this roof, because I think this has been left like this for about 10 episodes almost. So let's just make sure we've got a roof over our head. That looks a lot better now. Doesn't look quite so open and vulnerable. Finish that off. I also may actually charge up my helmet quickly, providing it doesn't drain a ton of power, which it looks like it's going to. The other good thing I think you can do here is, for example, can get lava cells here, which is quite good because silver ingots here, we can make a ton of these. And these are very good for fuel as well. So you see this, that's just completely drained all our power. But this geothermal generator is pretty good at generating power. There we go, we just had lag on a single player game, that's a bit weird. But that should be generating a lot of power. We can't actually see it because this is using more power at the moment. But yeah, it's generating quite nicely there. That should almost be charged. But yeah, nanosuit takes so much power to charge up. At least from my point of view. I mean, people are like good at Tekkit, but it's just like, yeah, nanosuit, what's that to me? I've got quantum armor and stuff. But yeah, nanosuit to me is quite a big achievement. In fact, I think it's the first one I've ever made. But that's almost charged. It's taking a while. But I think it's got one more bit to go, I think, unless that's just a texture pack. Well, in fact, it would be charging if it was fully charged, actually, so yeah, it can't be. But there we go. In fact, I'm just going to sort out our chest, because we've got some more sapphires. Got more gold ingots. Now the next thing, preferably, we probably do want to make more nanosuit tech and stuff, but may not want to see all that, so I will try and skip a lot of it, because obviously you probably don't want to wait around for half an hour for me to compress coal and stuff. But the next thing we really want is leggings, which practically the same principle. We need a diamond, energy crystal, and carbon plates, which I can never remember how to make, but it is, I think it's just macerating coal, I think. Which in fact, I think we're running low on, actually. The other problem with this course is, do we actually have another diamond, which I don't think we do, actually. Which, yeah, is slightly worrying. If we don't, just have to go and find one of them again, and they're pretty tricky things to find, actually. Yeah, I think I may have spent my diamonds, which probably wasn't the cleverest thing to do. Although, having said that, we can use this, can't we, I think? Yeah, I think we can. I think I did code it to use diamonds, so we'll have to hope. There's always hope. Let's go and get our gold. In fact, silver, would that possibly work? Maybe not quite enough, but I'll bring the gold with us anyway. Now let's pop that in. It's not quite enough though, is there? Nicolite, we don't need that, do we? In fact, oh yeah, you can't stack it, that's annoying. Emerald, use one of them. There we go, there's our diamond. All of that for a diamond. I don't think that's too bad. I don't think silver is a particularly valuable item. But there we go, we have our diamond for that. We should be able to make the energy crystal reasonably easily. Other thing is, of course, we are running low on redstone now, which again isn't too hard to find, but you do have to go quite far down to find it. But there we go, that's our energy crystal. And you probably should start macerating some coal. I think the only way to do this is to probably macerate most of it, to be honest. So I'm going to put in half of it just to see where we get with that. But if you do 32 divided by 4, which is, I don't know, actually 12 or something. Yeah, I haven't done that. I can't do maths in my head. Especially, I mean, school's finished now. Finished for the Christmas holidays, so I don't need to worry about that. Well, I do actually, but I do have my exams, not quite, pretty much straight afterwards, almost. May, I think. Not too good. So not too far away actually, but here we go. I'm going to pause the video for this time, because there's no point watching coal macerate, it's worse than watching paint dry. So I'll be back in just a second. Here we go, a majority of the coal seems to have been macerated. We can probably wait for that to finish whilst we go about and start making the core parts of Nanotech armor. So we basically want as much of this as we can, so I'll start off with that and see where we get to. So make 3 of them. Then if we go to a compressor, which I think is this one, simply compress it and we should get some nice carbon plates there. Whilst that just finishes off again, we might as well make some more, because we'll probably be requiring quite a lot of this. And there we go. Get 2 more pieces. I think that should be enough, at least for the legs. It's taking quite a long time to compress here, but we've got some carbon plates, and we'll get 5 of those. Which I think we need 6, so we need 1 more. Shouldn't be a problem. If we simply do this, should be plenty now. Raw carbon mesh. And there we go, that will just take a while to finish off. And I think we should have enough to make one. So it's pretty easy to make, like all the others. In fact, this is probably the easiest one to make, so it's simply just an energy crystal and 6 carbon plates. So the boots will be the last one to make, and you only need 4 of them and an energy crystal. I won't make them today most likely, because I've probably seen enough of making nanotech armor. Now this should almost be done, and that's only got 2 more to do. Let's go and look outside. So we've got a nice little nether portal. I will be continuing Tekkit probably a bit more than I have been recently. Partly due to the other games I've been playing and stuff, but with Tekkit should go back to normal, providing I have enough time over the holidays to record it. I just think sometimes maybe it's a good idea to have a break to do something different, so subscribers get to see different things, but I think a majority of people who subscribe generally prefer Tekkit, so I think Tekkit's probably the best way to go in terms of moving forward with the channel. But I'm gaining like so many subscribers daily now. I'm not sure if it's the server or if it's some other form of advertising or something, but I seem to be getting a ton of subscribers lately. A lot more than I have been getting, so that's good, I think. Let's get our nanosuit leggings. These will need charging, which again will probably use up most of our energy. So a good idea maybe to clone a bit more of this. I think we've got plenty of lava cells now. There we go, so let's pop some of these in. It's almost full. Leave that in there just to carry on pumping out power. And if we put these leggings in, again we're losing power pretty quickly. Draws a lot more power, so because when I first got this geothermal generator I was thinking this is a lot faster than a solar panel, and yes it is, but still it's unparalleled to the amount of power that these nanosuit leggings require. We're up to about 280,000ish, we've drained about half of that already. But they're almost charged, which is good. So in fact these charge a lot faster than the like helmets and stuff. I'm not sure why that was. But yeah, they're now charged, we're going back up. Almost got the full kit, just the boots to go, and I think we'll almost be done. In fact the boots I think obviously provide the least armour, considering that we're practically at full armour down there. But anyway, thanks for watching part 18, the official part 18 of my Tekkit series, because I did mistakenly say the previous one was part 18, so I do apologise for that. But anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Tekkit. I'm trying to hit a record with likes, because I seem to be starting to drop a bit down with likes and stuff, so I want to try and get a new record. See, maybe could I ask for 10 likes on this Tekkit episode? If you could, that would be great, and if you did enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching guys, and see you next time.